Good morning and a happy Monday, everyone. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. I know I did. First, being that it's my birthday month and I love birthdays. So, I got this present in advance for my birthday, right? It was a complete surprise. It's a Waterman fountain pen. And the first question that I asked that I was asked was, is this patented? And of course, I knew all about it because I had already researched pens for an earlier post of mine. So, yes, Waterman was the first fountain pen to be patented in the year 1884. And it's not that fountain pens didn't exist until then, but he claimed, Mr. Waterman claimed the inventive step as a reservoir for filling the ink and rather than having to continuously dip and write and dip and write. In 1888, we had the first ballpoint pen that was patented. And this used the same ink that fountain pens used, and as such didn't address the the problem of the ink taking too long to dry on the page, and it didn't bring any convenience other than the steel ball that rolls over. It took nearly 40 years from the first ballpoint pen, which incidentally was deemed inconvenient and the patent just lapsed. It took another 40 years from 1888 for the first ballpoint pen, and you know who I'm talking about, no one other than Mr. Laszlo Biro. Biro had was a journalist, and he was struggling with all the drawbacks that your regular fountain pens have. So he went to his brother Georgie, who was a chemist, who was a dentist primarily, but also a chemist. And between the two of them, they came up with an ink. They realized that the ink has to be closer to the one that newspapers use, the printing press uses. So they came up with a more viscous ink, which would dry faster, which would spread easily but dry quickly. And that was the birth of the Biro pen. He had applied for the patent in the UK. Unfortunately, because of the political situation and Laszlo Biro and his brother being Jews, they had to emigrate to Argentina, where he worked on the patent with someone else, and they came up with another refugee, and they came up with the Biro pens. And it was a while before the others caught up. Now, you must realize that until 1980, the ballpoint pen was still viewed as a luxury item, and it was not affordable by very many people until Mr. Bic, an Italian French industrialist, came along, and he realized he didn't invent anything and he didn't patent anything, but he realized the magic of numbers, and he realized that making it accessible, making it affordable, is going to bring in volumes because it is far more convenient than fountain pens. And we are all familiar with BIC, the three-letter pen name. Uh, Unfortunately, despite the conveniences of ballpoint pen, more than 10 billion pens, ballpoint pens, lie in landfills, and they are taking too long to disintegrate, to degrade. So, give to me the life I love and a fountain pen to live my life. I do carry gel pens, but a fountain pen always has my heart. And when I have to take notes, copious notes, if I'm on a Zoom call with you, remember, I am always going to have my fountain pen and a notebook taking notes and recording everything you're saying in writing, because that's how I absorb. So this was an interesting history of pens, and it got me thinking that I should share it with you because someone has been incredibly generous with their gift. So I will be back next week with another invention. If you have anything that you'd like to hear about, if you have an invention, an innovation that you want me to talk about, drop me a comment, let me know. In farewell, all I'm going to tell you is that you don't need to be an astounding inventor. You don't need to be the next Einstein or Michael Faraday or Tesla. What you need to do is innovate. What you need to do is think about how to get a product in the market rather than rather than worry about is there an inventive step or not, because Bic did not have a patent, but he still managed to make a name in the field of ballpoint pens in this particular segment. So let me know if you'd like to chat about something. I will see you next week with another invention. Have a great week ahead. Bye.